All right, I think we are live. Greetings, everyone. Long time no see. It is Tuesday, January 16th, 8:16 p.m. And it's a rather chilly minus 10 degrees Celsius. And I think that with the wind chill, it feels like minus 19. I see some people checking in. John Wesley, Harjot, Beer BZ, Brad Palmer, Sammy Woo, Marge is here, Marie Palmer, Vicky Harris, Cam, Dan T. Welcome. And there I am, bundled up, although I don't have a glove on the left hand. Vivian Johnson, our moderator extraordinaire, is here. I'm just going to make sure I did my backpack up quickly. I'm just going to put the phone down for a sec. Oh, but as I'm doing that, Riguito, 780 super chat. Riguito, thank you so much for the 780. Much appreciated. I was in the area for dinner. I went to a restaurant's Taco Tuesday special. Then I just popped over to the Dollarama to pick up some things. So let me see if this will restart. There we go. Thank you, Riguito. I am using a brand new gimbal. I'm testing it. This one is much lighter than my old gimbal. You get a glove on the left hand. So this is Greektown. I'm at Pape and Danforth. We're just gonna go west for a little bit. This might not be the longest live stream in the world. I just wanted to test the gimbal out. It seems to be a little bit wobbly, actually. Can you guys see any wobble in the picture, or does it look good to you? This gimbal is supposed to be able to handle the weight, but it's giving me a warning error. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take the iPhone out of the case. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to lighten the load. Oh, the joys. Kelvy. Cardoso, R 10 reals for a hot beverage. Stay warm. Thank you. All right. I'm just going to put the gimbal down for a sec. It does not like the weight of this setup. One sec, guys. It's going to go all wonky for a sec. Thank you so much for the super chat. I'm going to carefully do some surgery. It was just too heavy. So I have removed the case from the iPhone, put the microphone adapter back on. Let's see if this makes a difference. I tested this when I was at home and it worked fine. So hopefully that was it, and I just solved the issue. I gotta put my gloves back on. Yeah, sorry I haven't been live in a few days. I've been busy. Just kind of preparing for an upcoming trip. There we go.
Like when you have more books.
Hopefully this is better. If not, then I guess this gimbal is going back. Ricardo says I'm cold, or I'm brave to be out this cold. Hey, I didn't say this was going to be a long live stream. No promises on that front. It's possible I'll live stream tomorrow. That is not out of the question. Brad Palmer, $5. Happy Taco Tuesday. Brad Palmer, thank you so much for the $5. Thank you, Brad, and thanks for letting me play one of your videos in the background on my Sunday night Stumble stream, which I held over on the Johnny Stumbles channel. It is super duper frickin' cold. But the wind chill feels like minus 19. Maybe the gimbal doesn't like the extreme cold. Maybe that's what it was complaining about. Either way, I'll show you the restaurant that I came to eat at. They had a hell of a deal on Tuesdays. Jelly Bean is here. Greetings, Jelly Bean. Jeanette, $5 for a tasty late night snack. Thank you, Jeanette. You know, I've been popping in at Tim Hortons the past few days, picking up Dutchies. Well, thank you, Jeanette. Tonight, maybe. Well, actually, I already picked up a Dutchie today. I think I'll make a hot chocolate when I get home. I have some After 8 flavored peppermint hot chocolate. But thank you, Jeanette. There's where I went. I went to this place. You can get on Tuesday 3 really, really good tacos for $12.99. Like, absolutely no need for fast food. But here's the good news. I've only got, well, I'm not going to say how much longer, but not much more time left in this frozen tundra of a country. We'll be off to warm places very soon. Places, multiple. Tacos Morris. And I'm excited. I have 6 airport lounge passes I can use throughout the year.
This one? And I was like,
I upgraded all my travel stuff. I have a card now where I have 0% foreign transaction fees. I've got airport lounge access. I've got enough Marriott points for a few free stays. Liberty Tree is here. Greetings, Liberty Tree. Welcome to a stupidly cold stream. I might still stream tomorrow morning. That was my plan all along. But if you guys could let me know how the video is looking. There's a little bit of a wobble on my gimbal, but there's also software stabilization that might be counteracting that. This is the roads up here look so clean. Chris Mill says lounge access rules. Yeah, I have a Dragon Pass. It came with 6 lounge memberships. So I don't get access to the Maple Leaf Lounge, but I get other lounges. Cam says he thinks it's fine. Beachnut says it looks awesome to him. Yeah, normally I stream with my DJI Pocket 3, but I wanted a gimbal for the phone when the weather gets bad, as that storm not only ruined my DJI mic, but it also ruined my old gimbal. I think Ken's gimbal was a victim as well. But so far I'm not super impressed with this, but I do like how light it is. My old one that died was a Moza Mini MX, to the person who just asked. There's Massini on the left. Lisa says it's level. Jillian says Logan Avenue, yes. We walked past it. I will be shocked if this stream makes it over the 1 hour mark. In my mind, it sounded good. You know, I'll go to Greektown, I'll have those $12.99 tacos. I'll play around with my new gimbal while I'm eating, and if all works well, I'll set up a live stream. And I knew I might regret it the moment I set the live stream to public. This is the coldest I have streamed in a very long time. I should have brought my electric heated gloves. Max is super clear. Thank you. Sorry if I'm just kind of marching along, not stopping to smell the roses. It's just bloody cold. There's my frozen ass face. Got this done up. I guess I could have done it up a little bit more. Ooh. There we go. I'm about as covered up as I get. Now to awkwardly put the glove back on. There we go. Is this the InstaFlow? Says Jennifer Gallo. No, this is like the Hohem XE. I bought this one because it's rated for a lot of weight. Also because it is the lightest gimbal you can get. I was thinking of throwing it in my luggage just in case I wanted to use this instead of the Pocket 3. So we're testing it. It is from Amazon, so I can just send it back if I don't like it. And we are at 611 people already. Thank you guys. Look at those lucky people in that coffee shop.
I should say something because that's just.
Thank you for tuning in. All right, so I'm just gonna keep going on Bloor Street here. We're gonna cross the viaduct. Things are gonna get a little quiet. I did a stream a few months ago in the opposite direction. You mean Jefferson? Yeah, I can't wait to take a shower when I get home. A hot shower. It's one of those ones where your skin is hot, but you feel frozen to the core. Thank you, Azumi. Video ride, the Up Express to Pearson. Normally, I would say yeah. I went on the Up Express when I went to Paris and Barcelona in the summer, but I've got a 9 a.m. flight-ish. Somewhere. It's either like 8:45 or something like that. So I'm not going to bother with public transit. Lyft at that hour is cheap and quick. Also, I'm not bringing a coat with me. So I will opt for the door-to-door. Please tell me Johnny is wearing thermal long johns. I am. I've got my regular running shoes on, but I do have merino wool socks, so my feet aren't that cold. Long johns, jeans, long sleeve t-shirt, a nice big heavy sweater, and my winter coat. Are you going with just a carry-on? Yeah. I bought like a crossbody bag. I actually bought it from Lululemon of all places. Just a 1 liter one. So I can put my camera gear and stuff in it while I walk around with a t-shirt on. I've never had a bag like that, but I'm gonna replace this little backpack I wear with it. Cops Records on the left. We're coming upon an arcade bar, Z80. Just pack a warm sweater. Yeah, Maroof, I'll wear a hoodie onto the plane, and I have a really light coat that doesn't weigh anything. I can shove into my carry-on like my light New Balance. Oh, looks like there's nobody in there. Christmas is just say no to fanny packs. Am I charging my phone constantly? No. We're at 80% battery. Greetings, Eva. And if you're wondering where I am, we're in Greektown. This is on the east side of town, east of downtown. But it lines up with like the very north end of downtown. In about 15 minutes, I'll be able to say I'm in downtown, although it'll be kind of a quiet part. We might make it to Yonge and Bloor. Good evening, Doug. Sheena Roberts is here. If you are new to the stream, normally I would say I go live 3-4 times a week from Toronto. That's just not going to be the case for the next several weeks. But I will be going live abroad. So be sure to click that bell icon. My Rogers wireless plan gives me 5 free roam like home days from away. So my first destination, I'm not even getting in eSIM. I'm just gonna roam like home and burn those 5 days up. Greetings, H. Hustle, Streets of Ontario, Nelson. Des feels cold just watching. Imagine how I feel. The word burr would be an understatement. All right, we're gonna get stuck on the street corner here. So this is Broadview, just south of here is Riverdale Park. When am I going on vacation? Later this week. Good evening from Arizona. You're cold just watching. Marcus T, all the way. Well, I'll be in a warmer place than you are pretty soon, Marcus. You'll be pleased to know that this one is being recorded with the iPhone 15 Pro. I know you're a big Apple fanatic. You're probably going to buy a Vision Pro. And just like everyone else, you'll be trying to figure out what the hell you're supposed to do with it. I spent $3,500 on something that is going to break my neck. What a very cold night it is. So I'm just going to keep going west here on Danforth onto Bloor. We did have some snow last night. Do they still... Pizza and Little Caesars are two different chains. I think I read that comment right, but they are not the same. I easily could have crossed. You know what? I guess maybe I should try pressing the button. I got honked at for pressing a button. Yeah, in the US, roam from home is like $12.99 a month, I think, but my plan covers me in the US, so I don't have to worry about that. And in a lot of countries, it's $15.99. But I've got 5 free Roam Like Home days, so I'm going to use those up. I'm probably not going to use one of my airport lounge passes, as it's a morning flight. I don't really feel like taking advantage of the unlimited booze at like 7 a.m. Oh God. I'm walking right into a strong wind. This sucks. But this is the Bloor Viaduct. Jelly Bean says roaming is a scam. It's one of those things, we have the technology. It really should be seamless. All the providers should have agreements with one another. And they do, but it's kind of extortionate the way it's set up. It's much better than it was. But it's still really stupid. You just can't seamlessly hop onto another network for a very low or non-existent fee. But at least the bridge is all nicely lit up tonight. There's a look at the Don Valley Parkway. I'll look south. You don't hear wind of any kind. Yeah, I've got a wind muff on my microphone. But I assure you, I am walking right into cold air blowing across my face. Yeah, it's mostly lit up tonight. Seeing towers peeking out from the financial district off in that direction. I live up that way. JD says Henry's gimbal also died. Yeah, that storm cost me my microphone system and my gimbal. But it was a lot of fun. We had a ton of viewers. Got to see all those TTC articulated buses stuck on Dundas Street. Don't jump. Someone says this bridge has saved a lot of lives. after they installed these suicide barriers, there was not a reduction in overall suicides, unfortunately. Jennifer Gala says the algorithm on YouTube is promoting creators' videos even in January. Usually it's low season. Well, ad rates are usually really bad, especially in January. But my regular videos are doing about normal, but the live streams have a pretty good uptick in views. So I just came from Danforth and Greektown, but now we are on Bloor Street. This is the Prince Edward Viaduct. All right, good night, Lisa. And I guess it's about time. My toes are starting to feel pretty frozen. I'm going to challenge myself to try to get to Bloor Yonge. We can speed walk it a bit. Streets of Ontario, yes. The Bloor Danforth line is right below this viaduct. Well, it's part of the viaduct. How many miles do I walk during my streams? I don't know about distance, but normally the streams are an hour and a half to 2 hours. This one's going to be shorter. And that crunching you hear is the copious amounts of salt they've put down on the sidewalk. Yeah, Julie, you're right. It is not quite as freezing. I'm not saying my toes are warming up, but it feels a little more comfortable. There's Castle Frank subway station on the right. All right, I might as well take the bait and cross here. I'll let this car turn. Turn, turn, turn. Go, go, go. So the swanky Rosedale neighborhood is just north of here. Can you walk your dog on the sidewalks with all the salt? Some dogs really don't like it, Dundas. You'll notice a lot of dogs walking around with booties on their feet in the winter. My watch just told me I hit 20,000 steps on the day. I was out earlier. I made 2 videos. I did one in North York of a street I've never recorded on before in North York. And then I did kind of an upscale residential neighborhood walk. You're welcome, Double X. Greetings, Pizza Dad Bob. Dad Bob? Dad Bod. Holy shit, my mouth is not working. It's not too bad, Jelly Bean. We're gonna get a really nice view of Yorkville. I always like looking this way when I walk over this bridge. Gertesh says heading to downtown. Technically, I am downtown. West of the Don on Bloor Street. Pizza Dad Bod says, looks like a nice evening up here. Nice is a word, I guess. JD asking if I'm traveling carry-on only. Yes. I only travel carry-on only. And I try to avoid airlines that weigh your carry-on. Even if that means paying a little more. That's not really such a thing here, but overseas it is. Alright, we're gonna cross. Looks like there's someone already waiting here. Multiple people. So just south of here is Cabbagetown. And St. Jamestown on the right. This was when, a few months back, I live streamed and I got so hungry I popped in a Tim Hortons and had a donut. And then I popped into a convenience store and had a chocolate bar after that. And the silly thing is, I was on my way to dinner. I was going in the opposite direction. It also wasn't so cold. So we're almost at Sherburne Station. Upstate New York Bob remembers that. There's some brave ass people on their bikes. Not because it's dangerous, but... And even with my warmest gloves, my fingers would freeze. If I had to pick my top 5 donuts from Tim's, what would they be? Let's go apple fritter. I'm gonna cheat and go blueberry fritter. I'm gonna throw the Dutchie in there at 3. Classic chocolate dip at 4. And just a throwback to my childhood at 5, I'm gonna go with a sugar twist. Their donuts now are like half the size of what they used to be. And about half as good. JD feels like you feel for the Uber Eats e-bike couriers. Wow, my phone battery is dropping. We're down to 65%. Tranks is the good old Boston cream. Or a honey glazed. It's hard to go wrong with honey glazed. Yeah, I've been getting Dutchies every day the past few days. Lucky Smith says shrinkflation, indeed. What I might do, I was going to live stream tomorrow morning. I might just do a home stream at night on this channel instead. B. Coleman likes honey crullers. I used to get those. There's Glen Road. So it's going to start to feel like we're back in civilization. There's going to be a little bit more to see. Roger says minus 10 not cold. Well, I think you're full of shit. Just because it's really cold somewhere else doesn't make minus 10 not cold. Also with the wind chill, it's minus 19. This is Sherburne coming up. So Sherburne Station is just in on the left here, but I'm going to keep going straight. Looks like we're not going to catch the light. There's a Timmy's. Now see, this says sour cream glazed donut is the best. Turn left at Sherburne for some Filipino food. We're onto Howard Park. All right. Jelly bean spots, Timmy's. John says, hit the like and subscribe buttons, everyone. Thank you for the reminder, John. Alternatively, hit the dislike button if you're not liking what you're seeing. That Timmy's at night doesn't have very many products, says Alejandro. Yeah, a lot of Timmy's at night, it's slim pickings. But that's the nature of selling daily baked goods. That's true of a lot of bakeries, not just Timmy's. In fact, I wouldn't want to eat at a donut shop that was fully stocked at night, because the next morning it's probably all stale day olds. Coffee says, want a coffee at the upcoming McD's? You know what? I'll pass on that. But I appreciate the offer. Thank you. I'm using my left nose or my left hand for a certain activity that may or may not involve tissues in my nose. If I'm holding a coffee, I wouldn't be able to do that. This is Mount Pleasant. Bertage might have hot chocolate tomorrow morning. That's, I guess, not too unexpected. This afternoon, it really didn't feel that cold. It's only at night when the sun drops and the wind picks up a little bit. So this is Ted Rogers coming up, and south of that, after a few blocks, will be Jarvis Street. This is a very chilled stream. Ha! Your husband is in the yard making an ice rink. You know it's cold outside when? There's the manufacturer's life insurance building. Wondering, it is laying down a lot of salt. This train. There's still a fair number of hot dog vendors. Definitely less in the winter. I haven't seen the usual ones at Yonge and Eglinton. Yeah, that was definitely a good amount of salt. And it's all concentrated in this one strip. I guess us humanoids will spread it out just by walking over it. You thought I was on vacation? Soon. Not quite. This might be the last live stream from outdoors for quite a while up north. You're impressed that the bike lanes are cleared? Yeah, the city's been better about that lately. But there's not such a volume of snow that they wouldn't be clear normally. Caroline, $10. Stop in somewhere and warm up before you head home. Thank you, Caroline. And Jellybean, $1.49. Thank you, Jellybean. Thank you guys for the super. Well, I'm going to stop into a subway station before heading home as you look at my frozen ass cheeks. Thank you guys for the support. Like that. Effing idiot runs the red light, almost rear ends the car in front of it. Good job. It's always an Audi driver or a Tesla driver. There's a snowplow. All those trucks are really on salting duties tonight. Chipotle. That looks like it's a bit of a detour in the sidewalk coming up. Or not. Just walking around some heavy machinery. That construction worker was looking at me like, is that guy nuts? Yes. Cafe Landwehr. That place is pretty good. I've only been once. So we have made it to Bloor Yonge. You know what? Let's go south before I head home north. Let's just go down to Wellesley Station. How does that sound? A little more interesting on Yonge Street. We're not going to get to see it for a while, at least not on this channel. So this is south on Yonge Street in downtown. This is probably where you'll see the most people out. I was going to head north up towards where I live, but Chick-fil-A.
literal.
Read that.
User says they miss Toronto so much, you want to go back soon? I might advise waiting 3 months or so. Yahia has become a member. Thank you, Yahia. And we're at Charles Street. I remember that, Caffeine. I remember when Payless Shoes was operating out of that store. And we're at 983 viewers right now. Thank you guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Hit the bell. I might do a lazy warm from home stream tomorrow night. Maybe I'll preview some of the upcoming videos while I'm away. People can try to guess where I'm going away on vacation. This is the CAA Theater, formerly the New Yorker Theater. I saw the original run of Forever Plaid there back in the early 90s. $999 viewers, one more. And we've hit 1K concurrently. There we go. Miss Fu in Chengdu. Look at all those warm, comfortable people. Enjoying their hot food. Who do they think they are? It's definitely a little warmer than earlier. Good evening, Antares. Lisa Gibson, $2.99. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you so much. The Leafs scored. This is Wellesley coming up. I don't know, should I call it quits or keep going? Well, we've got over 1,000 people watching. Maybe we can move a little bit more. I'll reevaluate as I get to college. Thanks again, Lisa Gibson. That is crazy, riding your bike around. I bet Mr. Mountain Hiker is out riding around in this. Jillian says I should keep going. All right. Ooh, they're jumping into action here. That's a special constable. Something's going down in the McDonald's, maybe? Hopefully they're not just late to pick up an order. I don't want to be too nosy. Oh, no ambulance is there. So hopefully nobody got hurt or anything. This is Maitland Street. This part of Yonge Street has really dried up. There used to be a lot of storefronts on the left, and this condo doesn't have any retail or much retail. There's a few stores at the end here. It's the Hamburglar. Maybe that was it. Hopefully that was it. Probably not, but... Didn't McDonald's kill those characters off? I always thought Ronald McDonald was a bit of a creep. And greetings to all 1,028 of you. Thanks for tuning in. Make your turn, Beamer. All right. What happens when two people run a red light at the same time, I guess? Jelly Bean says new hat. This is the merino wool. My selfie cam is reversed. Yeah, that happens on this, but it's no big deal. I think that's just a software setting. Courtyard Marriott, nice hotel. Yeah, I think it's like the lowest end in the Marriott chain. But lowest end Marriott is better than most chains, except for airport locations. Airport hotels usually are never as good as their namesake implies. If you get the Marriott Bonvoy Amex card, it's a $120 annual fee, but you get one free stay a year at a Marriott property. It's the card that pays for itself just by having it. Although I think the points value of that stay won't let you get one of the higher end hotels. You'll still be able to get a room with it. And you don't get your room until the 1 year anniversary of the card. But still, it's a okay deal if you know for sure you're going to be staying in a hotel at some point. Unfortunately, it's not a great credit card otherwise. Unless you're really into Marriott points. Jelly Bean says, please smash the like button so Johnny won't freeze. I don't think that has much to do with it. We're at College. All right, we're just going to go to Dundas Square. Why not? Why the heck not? It only took an hour and 3 minutes to walk from the east end of Greektown all the way to Yonge and College. I've been hightailing it. So destination Dundas Square. That's new. New-ish. Shawarma and Gourmet Indian. Faster than a drive. Not at this time of day. You could have driven there and back a few times, I think. I'm gonna thaw myself out on the subway. Don't know what that honk was all about. We are at Gerrard Street. So in one of the videos I recorded today, I was walking down the sidewalk. It was a narrow sidewalk. And there was a lady coming in the other direction, and her head was buried. Like, she was looking straight down. And she was walking on the far left of the sidewalk, which is one of my pet peeves. So I walked all the way to my right, and we passed each other, and we didn't hit each other or anything, and she didn't see me, and then she spun around and started yelling at me. I was like, what? So I had a few choice words for her. I was willing to let it go, like whatever. But I have no idea what is going through her mind, not looking where she's going, then having the nerve to yell at someone who is simply walking where they should have been. There's Kanji Queen. So we're getting near the square. You've had people yell at you for being on a mobility scooter? Well, those are just terrible people, aren't they? So, that music, Latin music, makes me want to be in the Caribbean somewhere. There's a lot of Canadians in Mexico, the DR, and Cuba specifically, but also a lot of the other countries. Those are the big three that people tend to go to. Alright, so it says Kanji Queen is A++.
We're doing north.
So on New Year's Eve, I started from these steps. And what would be my biggest live stream last year. All right. We're just waiting. Johnny Bean says Rye High. Yeah, what are the nicknames now for TMU?
It's just like, wow.
I'd still call it Rye High. I almost went there. I got into it. That minivan. Whoa. He is running from something. He had like a pylon under his car,
Let's low-key hope.
and it just rammed into the intersection and made a right turn, where right turns are not allowed. That's why that car is getting honked at, because it's trying to turn right. What is that minivan running from? So that guy just helped that lady out in a wheelchair, and she was like cussing him out. And now I think she was upset you helped her?
I don't know.
Look what she's doing now.
She wanted to be on the subway. She got some issues, man.
Well, thanks for helping. Guy with really good intentions. But we have made it to Dundas Square in an hour and 10 minutes from Greektown. It's probably the fastest I've ever made that walk on stream. Let me throw the wide angle on. Whoops. Not the super. 1,131 viewers. I want to thank everyone who's tuned in tonight. Huge thanks to our mods, everyone who sent support, Patreon members, channel members, and just all the regular viewers out there. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell, and all that fun stuff. I might not live stream tomorrow morning. I might just opt for a cozy home stream tomorrow night. And then after that, the next time I'll be live, hopefully it'll be from abroad. But I'm going to sign off now. I am frozen to the core. So I'm going to get myself onto the subway. Maybe I'll stop at Timmy's and pick up a hot chocolate or something. But I want to thank everyone so much. A little bit longer than I thought the stream would go for. Stay warm, guys. Stay safe. And I'll premiere a video tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. EST in the channel. If not, that means I'm going to live stream. I still might stream. Marge says $5 hot chocolate time. Thank you, Marge. Thank you so much for the fiber. All right, I gotta go warm up. Thank you, guys. Yoink.